Greetings once again. And that
Hello.
was, hi, it's nice to see you. And that was such a brilliant panel. There's a lot of takeaway keys. And I think this fireside chat is just a follow up of what has been talked about in the brilliant panel. So, my name is Lynn again. And with me, I have Elizabeth. And before we just jump into our fireside chat on the trust we share, AI, life, and human connection, Lisa, please tell us who you are and why did you decide to join Safety Summit 2024?
Yes, hi Lynn, hi everyone. I'm Elisabetta Rautalo. I'm actually the CEO and founder of MIAT, which stands for Multiple Institute for Art and Technology, where we train people, we produce immersive experiences, and also we research. Why I'm so happy to be here actually is because first of all I really appreciate what GatherVerse is doing for the whole community worldwide. I think is really marvelous since the very beginning. I really joined also with Christopher, and I think it's very important that today we really needed to raise even more, everything about AI, understand it very well when we talk about AI, understand also all ethical concerns behind it. And when I saw, of course, safety first for all, I would say.
Thank you for joining us. We're always happy to have you here. And let's just get started. We have just talked about relationship on the previous panel, but I want you to just help me understand how does AI influence interpersonal and human relationships and how to preserve human insight.
Thank you for the question, Lena. Okay. I say that we are in a new anthropological moment more than a technological one, and this moment is actually we needed to create new languages, consensus, and also experiences. And AI has made a significant, I would say, inroads into nearly every aspect, to our lives. So offers really lots of opportunities to reshape human relationships and also creative processes, but it must complement and not replace all human intelligence and creativity. Because with the hype that is out there in the market, people say that AI it does everything by herself, which of course is not the case. Also, AI influences our relationship with ourselves, serving as an assistant, a tool that really aids and stimulates, but in no way replaces a human intelligence, which I think is very important concept because we work also with professional big corporations, artists from all over the world. There is a kind of a misleading understanding of what AI does. I would say that, as I say, we also train people. We train big corporations, and we have training challenges famous artists from all over the world, top creative professionals, or C levels. It's even the creators of the most important for festival, and the result was impressive. Where we teach them how to become creative directors with Gen AI assistants, and there's really a complex and require human insight. If you do not have your reflective thinking, creative thinking, if you don't put your knowledge, your artistic expression, creative, AI doesn't do really anything. So the content, your capability drives technology, and it's not the way around.
Yeah, that is definitely true that you have pointed that AI cannot use itself. It cannot instruct itself. It requires us to have an input with it. Perhaps maybe in the era of AGI, it will instruct itself. But where we are right now, it requires our input and also our creativity and how we can collaborate together as humans and the AI. You have mentioned something with training so many CISOs and other leaders, and I'm very appreciative for the great work that you are doing. What are some of the challenges and implications of AI in building trust? Because you've mentioned even one of the challenges being that there's a misunderstanding. So what are some of the challenges of building trust with communities, with leaders and organizations, and how do you generally face them?
Well, I see I can see many really different things. Actually, the challenges related to artificial intelligence and the correct use of it are numerous and really complex. So I can see like security and privacy, of course, because AI misuse in cyber attacks, for instance, surveillance or like autonomous weapons even raises serious safety and ethical concerns. But also, if you use AI and not to be sure or not to have an understanding of what are like the problems behind AI. Because let's say when we all use different kind of languages, whether like we use LLM or like image languages whatsoever, I think that nobody like reads like those like little words like three fonts and they understand what these like kind of companies and languages do with your data. Then bias and discrimination for me is one of the most important, I have to say. AI often reinforces existing biases and also she marginalizes underrepresented voices due to non-diverse training data. This is most important. I remember that we did like an experience because also we create we have productions in the massive studio, and there was like these productions with a character. This character was like a kid, and so like we were creating like images and videos behind this production, and at a certain point when the AI takes this token when we wrote down the prompt for the image about the kid, an horrible image appeared, horrible image, and that was like a bit biased because it was an image of violence against the kid. Again, superintelligence and autonomy. Superintelligence AI could surpass human control, and it could surpass even right now. We don't have to wait like 2 years. And so making ethical guidelines essential to ensure alignment with human values is massively important. The last that I can see is technological dependency, because over reliance on AI, reducing human skills, a critical and creative approach is needed to avoid what I call a cut and paste use, particularly in kids. If we don't train them to use AI very well, we will have a cut and paste generation.
Wonderful. I don't think, did I lost you?
I'm
Okay,
here.
I think I lost that. Yeah, I
I'm
did
here.
lost you for some few seconds.
Okay.
Can they come again? Yeah.
Yes. Okay, I'm here.
Okay. Okay. Let me just go to the next question. And you've mentioned on something important, and we keep saying it, and now it looks like it just goes around, and it's doing around everywhere, and that is bias. And as AI evolves, and as we're waiting for AGI, or if it's already here, and AI evolving, do you see it that do you see AI evolving in a way that promotes both technological progress and genuine human connection?
Oh, thank you for this question. Not easy and not an easy one, but
I totally
okay, I
understand.
would say I'm here. I can hear you. I can see you very well. Okay, so I can see that solutions to address the challenges of artificial intelligence must really include again an ethical and human-centered approach. So when we talk about like policies, regulations, international collaborations is massively important. Because let's say we have a very good initiative in Europe, which is called the EU AI Act, which really helps to create common regulations to reduce AI's negative impacts. Again, education and digital literacy, I really like and very heavy on that. Education is key in this moment of our like life because to foster responsible use of AI, raising awareness of risks and challenges, and promoting a critical approach to technologies, and then training people how to become creative directors again and use their creative and critical and reflective thinking is massively important. We launched the first master classes in the world for kids 8 to 14 years old, and you wouldn't believe what happened. I mean, it's so important that also like all teachers really like embrace AI, because AI is not going to stop. So you need to know it very well. You need how to use it very well. You need how to train people to use it very well and to put like their knowledge inside, their creativity, their artistic like mindset. Again, sorry, there's one more: security monitoring. This is very important because AI requires stricter security and adherence to privacy law, like we all know GDPR. So continuous monitoring is massively important. Now there's like all the legals around the world are like having trouble, behind AI. And the last that I can see, like talking with like brands, every single day, and also like with the professional and artists, human oversight and control. So human input is vital. I really like wanted to underline this again, to prevent misuse, first of all, and ensure ethical decisions, making education essential for responsible AI management. When really we teach how you can use yourself, your knowledge with GenAI assistants, it's a key concept because they are assistant for you.
Yeah, that is very, very insightful. And I couldn't help but be curious on how you're doing it as Miat. There's someone in our community who has an organization or is a CEO or a manager and would like to know how do they begin with educating their employees, or how do teachers start educating their students, or how did you do that at Miat, and how can we borrow from what you know so far?
So you want to know how we train people, and also like in Miata. Well,
Yeah, yeah,
what we do when we train people, we like as a side, we train people how to become creative directors with Gen AI assistants, which means that we teach first of all the creative process behind anything that it's needed. Started from text, brainstorming, let's say storyboards, creating images, videos, color corrections, humanize photorealistic avatars, trainings, product design, architectural like settings, whatever. But what we teach is really like we teach how you become a creative director, which means that design your process, and then let's see how you fit in different kind of GenAI assistant, because this is important. For instance, we don't use always ChatGPT. Personally, I use Claude because for me, for my personality, it's more ethical. I can perceive Claude as a woman. I can perceive ChatGPT as a man. Maybe this makes you laugh, but really, really, I really perceive it. So I really feel it. And so we use a different kind of languages to achieve top training and people who are empowered. And even like in companies, what we're facing is that C-level thinks that with Gen AI you can do things in a sec, which is not actually true, because you must be really capable to achieve, optimum results with whatever you do, whether if you have to write, or as I said, you create an image or a video, or like a training center, whatever. So we teach also like lots of ethics, IP, and of course rights behind it, because we inject our lawyers, they're very expert. So this is very important that you understand what is behind AI, and what does it mean to work in an ethical way, in a proper way with AI. But more important, where you put into your data, whether again is a text or like a research or an image, what happens to them. Okay, so let's say we are like the training center of Sky, of RAI, of EssilorLuxottica, many giant tech, and we help them really how to create a kind of a tiger task forces who can train other people, but like in the best way, in the more ethical way, what we call the human first approach, actually.
Wow, indeed. It seems like you have a lot of things going on, and it's quite impactful to humanity and communities. Now, in your own personal words or your personal experience, have you seen AI diminishing human relationships that you have with your employees or your family, or do you see it getting you close to them, closer and closer to them, in your own personal experience?
No, I have to say no. Again, if you use it very well, so like the relationship you have with people, I would say that remain the same. If you are capable to use AI intentionally. Okay, so let's say that when you use AI, of course there are like tasks that you can achieve faster, but this again gives you like the time to do like other kind of work or other kind of activities in your life. But again, I think one of the most important thing that I see like out there in the market, and as I said, we are very international, is that people do not understand right now what really is AI and what is the advancement of AI and how to use it properly. Because it's quite easy, okay, to write a prompt asking something, but that
Yeah.
doesn't mean that you're using AI intentionally. So when
Mm.
you're capable to use AI, let's say for text, using like a perfect prompt structure, your life changes completely. And also the relationship, because again, whether you're in a company or like at home, you have more time to do other things. But this, the way that you're capable to use AI, enhances your knowledge and your capabilities.
Yeah, I do totally agree on that. Well, we only have much time. We could have gone on. We are learning so much from you, and we look forward to seeing you again. Thank you so much for the precious time that we've gotten to spend with you, Elisa. And may our gather be well. Over to the next panel. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Bye bye.